路越高高，路越高，你那你越高，路越高。我那那记住是好，你越高，路越高。我那说话外是你腿骨打着呢，少过嘛，四肢耍着呢。
正要手
正要手越修脚朝的。
Lintan County's average elevation is 2,825 meters. The Tao River flows nearby. In ancient times, it was of great strategic importance. For thousands of years, many ethnic groups have called this place home. The Han and Hui are the two main ethnic groups here. Although agriculture is still the county's lifeline, modern businesses are springing up. Although it's the smallest county in Gannan, it's home to the largest population. The county is known for two great events: a tug-of-war competition held on the Lantern Festival and a folk song competition held during the 6th lunar month. Is from the Hui ethnic group. She attends a local nursery school started by Muslims, but open to children of all ethnic groups and backgrounds. The children here are mainly from the Han, Tibetan, and Hui ethnic groups. A Tibetan girl named Droma is a friend of Aman Lee's. Aman Lee's father is doing business in a faraway city. Ding opens his drapery shop on the street outside the nursery school. Ding is very familiar with the fashion of different ethnic groups, making his shop popular with the diverse ethnic communities in his neighborhood.
这个黑颜色跟这个咖啡颜色，这两个就是嘛，灰子的老太太，有吃是黑的老太太做白粉。这些东西就是藏族封长日福运的，这些全部段子藏族人自己封马甲，这就是给新娘子结婚的人他们这长日福。狮子够了，然后给他稍微绕一点，下次这儿吧。 包在那上，就是把你在这儿翻成粉，上面翻到下面，这个哎呀不行，还是不要这个吃。得米心这天下呢。
Ding knows almost as much about the different ethnic groups here as any academic. Lintan's flourishing business is in a large part thanks to the contributions of thousands of people like Ding and Aman Lee's father.
长大了没有？不能吃你的，好像哎呀，长得好重啊，最近。
New Yuan has arrived in Xincheng. A few days ago, he heard an elderly woman singing. His family genealogy book shows that his ancestors moved to Gannan from Jusa Lane in Nanjing 600 years ago. Nu has always been on the lookout for evidence that his ancestors came from Nanjing. Today will not be disappointing. Deep in the hills to the east of Lintan, there is a small town that has a history of 2,000 years. The city walls wind along a slope. Outside the city, there are many beacon towers. It used to be an important gateway along the Tung-Tibet ancient route on the southern part of the Silk Road. The town's most prominent feature is the city god temple at its heart. The monument has witnessed the town's entire history. In the autumn of 1936, the Red Army arrived here and established the first Soviet power base in Gannan, right in this room. In a room on the other wing, the memorial tablets of the founding fathers of the Ming Empire are enshrined. They were deified by the emperor as dragon gods. Local tales say that the Han people in Lintan originally came from the Yangtze River and Huai River regions. Did large-scale immigration take place in the early Ming dynasty? Why are the Ming generals enshrined in the city god temple of Lintan? In a valley not far away from the city stands a castle. Locals call it the Red Castle. It's where Lu Fuyuan lives. Emperor Zhu Yuanzheng reigned over 600 years ago. Lu's ancestors, Lu Gui, and his son came here with General Mu Ying to quell a rebellion. Lu Gui followed the general's orders to build the Red Castle. The army took up farming in surrounding areas while also guarding the city. To placate locals, Emperor Zhu Yuanzheng and Emperor Ying Zong gave the Lu family 3 imperial edicts. They also moved a large number of immigrants here from southern China. This is how immigration to Lintan took place. Today, some families here still have the costumes and accessories once popular in Nanjing, the capital of the Ming Empire. They still know how to wear them. This is what New has come for. Having seen their ancestral attire, New is a bit disappointed. It's not exactly as he imagined. Some of their hair accessories are just modern replacements. The long-standing suspense about uncovering his family origins has been finally confirmed. Soldiers and other settlers were forced to leave their hometowns in Jiangsu and Anhui provinces to move here. Their stories and their songs bring a sense of sadness. The town of Yaliguan in Lintan is humid and lies among large tracts of virgin forest and steep red cliffs. 1,500 years ago, it was the territory of the Yali tribe. It later became a channel for trade between the Han and Tibetan people. Earthquake-triggered landslides blocked some rivers, forming Lake Yahai. Today, it's a holy lake to Tibetans, as devout believers flock here even today to worship it. It's also one of the 8 sites of Taozhou. The mountains in front of the town resemble the figure of a huge sleeping Buddha. Xin lives and works here every day. She's of Han ethnicity, like most of the people living here in Yaliguan. The town is also famous for its folk songs. It's late autumn, and her husband and most of the villagers have gone to Xinjiang to pick cotton. Although it's not yet time for the folk song competition, Xin feels like singing. Zhou lies in southeastern Gannan. It's home to rich agricultural lands, where Han and Tibetans make up the 2 largest ethnic groups. Its mild climate resembles that of southern China. The Bailong River runs across the county through the valley of the Min Mountains. In ancient times, the Qiang people were very active here. During the Han Dynasty, a city was built in Chengguan and later reconstructed in the Song Dynasty. Its city gates, which date back to the Song Dynasty, still stand to this day. As the southernmost county in Gannan, its climate, lifestyle, taste, and even local temperaments appear to have gradually come to resemble those of southern China. Chengguan town has been famous for its natural springs since ancient times. But after a devastating mudslide hit the area, only one remains in the entire town. The locals call it the Lotus Pond. In the morning, many women and children gather around it. They all follow a tradition passed down for generations, washing vegetables upstream and doing laundry downstream. Many people lost family members and their homes in the mudslide. But life goes on along every street in Chengguan town. It's 5 o'clock, and it's still dark. Han Yanfeng and her husband are already preparing breakfast for their regular customers. Han's family lives in Zhou County. In the past, his family would come and help, but the mudslide took away many of his loved ones and business. Now, the kitchen feels empty, as though something irreplaceable has been lost.
当时在谁也没想到会发生这样的事情。早上啊，当我看到周思成 真的就不敢想象，周岁真正成了一片废墟了。从你16发生之后，我是为了马屁根家拼命的干活，干着好像就是说把日期都给忘过了。
The couple cooks up popular local specialties, including potato balls, cold wheat noodles, and steamed dumplings. Although it's tiring work, they're making a living on their own.
好像是我还要劝我的亲人呢，苦了也解决不了问题，都还是要面对现实的。但是当日都走了之后，晚上时间，我病急要哭了，这个我实在是受不起了。人没了，活着的人还要吃饭呢。
Joe Chu used to be covered by virgin forests. However, being located at the geologically active edge of the Tibetan Plateau, and because the mountain is now exposed due to deforestation, disasters occur frequently. Logging in the mountains has now been banned in the whole of Gannan. As broken hearts slowly heal, nature also needs time to recover. In fact, Joe Chu is a place of exceptional beauty and a mild climate, unlike northwestern Gannan. The Tibetan women in Ha Wu Nor village are dressing up for the traditional Dor-Di dance. Their costumes are quite different compared to typical Tibetan dress. The Goryeo Tibetan women wear very nice brocade belts. Wang Sai Rung Sao is the only person left with the skills to make these belts. She's gone to search for a carpenter who can make her the right tools she needs to make a brocade belt for her daughter. After a day's work, it's 9 p.m. The first thing Han Yen Feng does after coming home is to help her children with their homework. She also has to complete her share of the community work.
呀，我现在也没个啥想法，就是说是把两个娃管好，这就是把生日之后，家庭和睦，这就平安，就是比啥都好。事情上毕竟还过了2年多了，慢慢的去，能过话尽量过好。
Zhouchu city ruins overlook the deep valley that echo a distant era. The Qiang people have lived in Gannan for thousands of years, and their influence still looms large in the Zhouchu people's present customs, clothing, and language. The diverse customs and costumes of the Tibetan people in Zhouchu may have something to do with the ancient Qiang people who once lived here. The area was secluded in ancient times. What makes Zhouchu different in its cultural diversity? Feng Zhaofei is taking part in Zhouchu's reconstruction. His team has almost completed the concrete floor of this building. The construction site is not in Zhouchu County, but 8 kilometers away in the new city of Fengdian. With the central government's support, together with 3 years of hard work, the new city has begun to take shape. Li Maochuan from Fengdian has taken on the task of making lanterns for the Chinese New Year. Zhouchu County's annual Lantern Festival has high standards for lanterns. But to express condolences for the victims of the mudslide, the festival has been suspended for the last 3 years. With the 3-year mourning period soon to be over, people are looking forward of returning life to normal. Time and natural disasters may have caused a lot of changes here. But what has stayed the same is the people's will to go on with their lives. This is a story told by the people of Gannan about their hometown, dreams, lives, and their fate. After leaving Lintan in Zhouchu, the film crew returns to the capital of the Gannan Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture. The new airport is just opened. A new expressway is opening soon. Will the dramatic changes taking place throughout China also have an impact here? Join us for part 5 of The Nearest Snow-Covered Plateau.